Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we'll be looking at getting your hosting account registered. A hosting account is like having a property, yeah? While a domain name is having an address. So even if you have a property in the middle of nowhere and you do not have an address, it will be hard to get people to send you things. It will be hard to get letters through the post. But when you have a property and you then have an address, it is easy for people to write down your address and then use your address to send the mails through the post. So when the postman gets a letter that belongs to you, he sees the address and then walks straight to the location where your property has been built. In simple terms, that's really what a hosting account is and what a domain name is. So the name helps you to locate where the account is. Same way your address helps you to locate where your property is. So getting right into it, we would use same examples like we did the other time. So we're going to use HostGator, GoDaddy, and Hostinger to explain this. This is not to say that these are the only three hosting services available. No, there are lots of them. These are just for example. So first off, getting right into it, if we go on to HostGator, on the HostGator page, once you go into hostgator.com, you would see hosting, tools and service, domain, resources. So if you wanted to register just a domain name, we'll click on that one. But if you wanted to host an account, then we click on hosting. Now there are different types of hosting: shared hosting, WordPress hosting, e-commerce hosting, dedicated hosting. For this session, we'll look at shared hosting. So that's shared hosting. Now on HostGator, like you would also have on every other hosting service, there are different plans, and the plans are designed to suit different purposes and different individuals. So if you look at this, you would see that on HostGator, we've got the hatchling plan, we've got the baby plan, and then we've got the business plan. So what's the difference? One website here, two website here, three website here, okay? 100 gig, 200 gig, 400 gig, and a few other features. As you can see, this is £3.75 per month, 4, and then 6.25 per month. So whichever one you decide to choose, or whatever plan suits your purpose. So basically, just to clear one thing out, one website, two websites, or three websites. This is quite important to some people because you might want to have more than one website hosted on one hosting plan. With the baby plan, it means you're going to be having one hosting account, but two domain names attached to it. So you're going to have two different addresses registered, and those two addresses will be connected to this hosting account. Yeah, you could also have three websites. Prior to now, HostGator would allow you to have multiple websites. That's a lot more than two on the baby plan, but I'm sure this has just been reviewed. Going to Hostinger, same process: hosting, web hosting, cloud hosting, VPS, business email. So what we want to do, web hosting. And like I said to you, every hosting service always offers different hosting packages because not all customers need exactly the same things. Not all projects have the same requirements. As you can see here, we've got the premium, which standard performance, 100 websites, 100 gig storage. As you can see, one major difference between this is that free content delivery network is not available here, while it's available here. Yeah. While you don't have dedicated IP addresses on this first two options, you've got it on this option. If we needed just the basic account, we could click on this one, add it to cart. As you can see, one major advantage that Hostinger is having over the HostGator account is its ability to have more than one website attached to it. So as you can see here, premium account under Hostinger, which is the cheapest of all the prices, has got the ability for you to add 100 websites, which means I can buy this hosting and then I am able to attach up to 100 addresses to it. So I can have an abc.com routed through this hosting account. I can have a cde.com routed through this hosting account, and so on and so forth. So it means I can have up to 100 domain names, and all of them are routed through this same hosting account. Yeah. Let's quickly take a look at the other one, which is GoDaddy. Once we get into GoDaddy, we'll go to websites and hosting, and then we'll click on web hosting. Hosting, see plans and prices, different prices and different specifications. So look at it here. We'll have web hosting economy, 1 website, 10 website, 25 website, 50 websites. So these are all different specifications that are given to different hosting plans. So like I said, any of these would be selected based on your project requirements or individual requirements. Okay, so same with all of them. Let's say we were very comfortable with buying on HostGator. So what do? We click on buy now on the plan we need. Quickly come to Hostinga also. If we wanted this plan, for instance, we'll add it to cart just like we're shopping. If on GoDaddy, I'm just doing all 3 simultaneously so you see how it all pans out. So I buy this, and then GoDaddy straight up asks me, do I want to buy for a month? Do I want to buy for 12 months? One thing you need to know while you're buying hosting is the longer the term you buy for, the more the discount you get. So if we look at this, you'd see for 12 months, it's going to be $3.99 per month because there's a 50% off sale. If we were going to buy for 1 month, it's $9.99. So this is this is about, say, £10 approximately, while this is £4 approximately. Yeah, so that's already discounted. Okay, and a few other options here if you were interested. And then if you're good with this, this is still on GoDaddy. This is just good, yeah, accept that. It goes into my cart. If you're good with this, you click on continue to cart, and then it asks you to sign in or sign in later. Let's just sign in later. Don't forget, we're only buying a hosting account. Most times when you're buying a hosting account or you're buying a domain name, the service providers always suggest to you to buy the other. So it means that if you're buying a domain name, it will ask you, don't you want to buy, or don't you want to consider buying a hosting account? If you're buying a hosting account, it will usually ask you before you get to the end of checkout if you wouldn't mind buying a domain name. The reason for this is because they don't want you to finish setting up just the hosting account and then you don't have a domain name attached to it. Sometimes you could forget to. It will save you the stress of having to go back into the hosting account to attach a domain name and begin to route your DNS. So this is basically marketing for other features which you might be interested in. If you're good with all of this, click on I'm ready to pay, sign in with an account, and make the payment. HostGator has asked us if we want to register a new domain name. Usually, you will get the first year of the domain name for free. You won't have to pay for this. So, so if I wanted this, which is a domain name I already have, I will get unavailable. If you remember from the other video where we talked about checking out your domain name using Whois, hosting services will not show you who owns the name. It will only say to you the name is not available. So johnea.com isn't available. But what do I need? I own this domain name already, and I do not intend to register it a second time because I would not be allowed to do it either way. So I come up here and I click on I already own this domain, and then it says to me, great, if you own this domain, just continue. So it's picked on it as the primary domain. At this point, it would not be selling me a domain name anymore because the system has recognized that I already own a domain name. Then I go on to the next thing, which is choosing a plan. Just like we had in GoDaddy, before you make the payment, you still have the chance to choose or to change or alter whatever plan it was you selected from the beginning. So I could, at this point, click on, say I want a baby plan or a business plan. I could also change the cycle. Now, if you look underneath it, it says plan renews in 2027 and your plan will renew at $9.99 per month. So this is a discounted fee, which you're going to pay one-off today, which covers a 3-year plan, and afterwards you renew that same plan at $9.99. Next, put in email address, put in password, use the password you can remember, something strong, put in billing address. So now you could pick up other add-ons just like other websites will do. Do you want to back up your hard work? Do you want CodeGuard? Do you want to keep your visitors safe? Down to the bottom of the page, you will have to pay $170.88 for a 3-year hosting plan. Up next is Hostinger. So Hostinger has got the 1-month plan, the 12 months plan, the 24 months plan, and the 48 months plan. So if I was buying 48 months, which is the 4-year plan, I also get an extra 2 months free, and I also get free domain for the first year. Except, of course, I want to add my old domain name and then reroute it to this service. So if you have an account, you log in here. If you don't, you create a new account, or you use the Google login plugin, which is just on the right hand side here, and then fill out all of the information with regards to the domain name ownership, put in your card details, and then you submit. Once all of this is done on either platform or any other platform you choose to use, what happens is your payment is taken, the process is completed, and then you get an email from your hosting provider. Your hosting provider usually provides you with a lot of startup information, just like the way you get packs when you buy a new device. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Please press the subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.